Well, good morning or good afternoon, depending where you tuning in from. We're very happy that you find time in your busy schedules to listen to another webinar that is presented to you by Czech Tourism together with the North Moravian region. So it's part of the series of webinars where we're presenting different regions of the Czech Republic. And I'm very happy again to have speakers with us today that are logging in all the way from the Czech Republic. So before we start the formal presentations, let me just introduce the speakers for today. So I will start with myself. My name is Michaela Claudino. I'm the director of Czech Tourism, and along with my colleague Radka Křížek, we are in charge of promoting the Czech Republic in the US and Canada. I have Ms. Ivana Ondruchova, who's the project manager from Moravian Silesian Tourism, who will give you a presentation about the region. I have Ms. Pavla Slivova, who's the head of booking for the Festival Colors of Ostrava. I have Ms. Markéta Nováková, who's the sales manager from the Mercure Hotel in Ostrava. And last but not least, the only man in this group, Mr. Ondřej Musil, who's the business unit manager for Ostrava Airport. So with all this information, let me just start with basic introduction that we always do about the Czech Republic, what is new, what is expecting us. So I always start with the map. You know me, I like to point out that the Czech Republic, or Czechia, as it's sometimes called nowadays, is right in the heart of Europe. We're part of the European Union, part of the Schengen zone, population roughly 10.7 million people. Capital city is Prague, but we will be talking about Ostrava today, which is actually the third largest city, if I'm not mistaken, in the Czech Republic. The currency is Czech crown, so this is important to know that we are not on the euro yet. We're still using the local currency, which is called Czech crown, and the current exchange is roughly 23, 24 crowns per dollar. Very safe country. We typically rank among top 10 safest countries in the world. We have a bunch of international airports, and you will hear from our colleague from Ostrava how to get directly actually to Ostrava from the United States. English is widely spoken, so no worries if you don't speak the local language, which is called Czech. Many of you have asked in the past how it is with the European Travel Information and Authorization System to enter European Union. So I guess the good news that it's been delayed at least until 2025. So no worries about it. You don't have to file anything when your clients travel. Americans and Canadians can travel without any visas to the Czech Republic and can stay up to 90 days, which would be great. The US market is very important for the Czech Republic. Americans rank number 4 when it comes to arrivals. Last year, we had about 400,000 Americans. So thank you for sending your clients to our lovely country. We love to have you, and we hope to keep the numbers up. So it's really the strongest overseas market for the Czech Republic. Czech Republic is very diverse. It's a small country, but I always say we have everything except for the sea or the ocean, the beaches. We have UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now we have 17. We have more than 2,000 castles and chateaus. We have great spa towns. We have golf courses. We have great hiking and biking. And we have 4 national parks. So there's really something for everyone. It's a great destination for families, for solo female travelers, as I said, very safe, very friendly. Today we will be talking about the region, which is actually in the northeast, is the North Moravian region and the city of Ostrava. But you see that this is some example of a grand tour of the Czech Republic. You will have more information in your handouts, but if you want to tour the Czech Republic as such, we would say at least 10 to 14 days is the minimum that you need. I also have to, say that Czech Republic and Prague in particular is the winner of Best in Travel for 2024 from Lonely Planet. So the city ranked among top 10, actually number 7 or 8 in the world by Lonely Planet. It was chosen by editors and people who are really from the business. So again, put Czech Republic on your list and stay a little bit longer and expand your travel besides and outside of the borders of Prague only. And because this is our last webinar actually before Christmas, I want to mention something about the Christmas markets, which is something that a lot of tours are geared to. So I will just show some of the cities that have, top Christmas markets, and then you will hear in particular about Ostrava. So of course, Prague, Brno, Karlovy Vary, Český Krumlov, all these cities dress up for Christmas, and they start usually by the end of November, and the Christmas market sometimes goes through the end of December. In some cities they end by Christmas Day, which is the 25th, but it's a beautiful time to visit. A lot of culture, a lot of nice shopping. It has an amazing atmosphere. So I would definitely recommend for the off-season travel to try the Christmas markets. And before I pass the word to my colleagues, I just want to mention some of the Czech traditions, because some of them are kind of fun, I think. So we don't celebrate Christmas Eve. We do celebrate Christmas Eve. We don't celebrate Christmas Day. So the biggest celebration is December 24th. So if you're traveling, the December 24th is really the time when families get together and gather for a dinner. What we have for dinner is also something not very typical. It's carp with potato salad. And the carp is usually sold, on the Christmas markets in big sort of like water tanks. And you can have the fish killed right there, or you can bring it home and actually, keep it as a pet for a little bit. Then the father or the mother of the family has to do their magic and prepare the fish for the dinner. We have a lot of Christmas cookies that all the families bake. So typically when you go to visit a family during Christmas, they will offer you a plate full of Christmas cookies, and there may be, there might be a variety of 12 to 15 different kinds. So it's something that everybody does, and it's really neat and nice. And we don't have a Santa Claus. We have a baby Jesus that brings the gifts on the 24th in the evening. So the kids open the gifts on the 24th, right after the dinner. So this was just a little teaser for you to, if you decide to go during the Christmas season, just to understand a little bit more about the Christmas traditions. The presentation will be sent to you later, and of course we will also share some information after. And when it comes to 2024, 2024 is the year of Czech music. So we will be promoting several festivals. We will be promoting also active holidays and wellness. So when you look at this list, you can see a lot of classical music festivals. You can see some folklore festivals. There's also great wine festivals in the fall. So definitely, events to choose from, and regardless of when you go, there's always things to do and see in the Czech Republic. And last time but least, many of you have already graduated from this program, but if you want to get more familiar with the whole region, covering Czech Republic, Poland, Slovakia, and Hungary, you can become Central Europe specialists, and we will get your contact information and invite you further on for other events and fam trips, etc. And very last slide for me is the contact information from our office. So as I mentioned before, it's just myself and my colleague Radka. We're very ambitiously running the office, covering the whole US and Canada. Please email us. That's the best way to get in touch with us. We will be happy to assist you with any questions and information that you might need. So this was just a very brief introduction for the country itself. Now we will really dig in a little bit deeper into the region that's called, North Moravia. And we will have Miss Ivana Ondruchová, who will tell you why to go and what to see there. So at the very beginning, we will play a brief video to introduce the region, and then she give you the presentation. Yeah, so this was a little teaser. Ivana, the floor is all yours to tell us why to go to North Moravia and what is there to see.
Thanks a lot, Michaela. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or afternoon, as it was said. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you joining us for today's webinar, which I'd like to introduce you along with my colleagues. As it was said also, Czechia, lesser known region in the east of the country, Moravian Silesian Region, also known as the North Moravia destination. My name is Ivana Ondruchova, and I'm a representative of the North Moravia Destination Agency. I'm really eager, actually, to take you on a journey with me to the Moravian Silesian Region, a place where industrial heritage converge with historical wonders and breathtaking natural landscapes. But as it says, the time is essence. So let me start with a brief introduction of where the region is located. As it was said, the whole Czech Republic is nestled in the heart of Central Europe. The Moravian Silesian region is home to Ostrava, the third largest city in the country. It's situated northeast near the borders with Poland and Slovakia. Ostrava's strategic position makes it really an ideal starting point for exploring both to the local treasures, but also to a broader European adventure. So it could be a nice mixture of exploring the whole Central Europe. Its proximity to neighboring countries as also its allure as a central hub for culture, exchange, commerce, and travel. Speaking about traveling and transportation, getting to the Ostrava, you can choose from various types of transportation. You can take a car, as Ostrava lies on a major Czech motorway or highway, connecting the country to Poland, to Slovakia, and both to Austria. Or you can go by train. Prague is about 3 hours away, Vienna less than 4 hours. Or the third last option would be by plane, of course, as Ostrava has its own airport with international connections, which I'm sure you will learn also about later from my colleague. There is also major international airports located nearby in Poland, which would be Katowice or Krakow, or also Vienna or Prague and Bratislava. So we're really in the center. Ostrava itself, it's quite a remarkable contrast of rich history and beautiful landscapes as well. With its origins dating back to the 13th century, Ostrava has transformed from a small medieval town into a vibrant industrial hub known for its coal and steel production during the 19th and the 20th century. But today, Ostrava stands as really a shining example of revitalization, where historical landmarks blends with modern innovations. One nice example could be of this transformation, as I mentioned. It could be an example of a city's gallery of modern art, which is called Plato. It has opened recently in 2022, and as it was reconstructed, is a heritage-listed municipal former slaughterhouse from the 19th century, and now serves not only as a place for modern art, but also offers a wide range of programs for families and students. So that's just a brief example of how Ostrava really changed and keeps changing to a modern, vibrant city. There it is, a closer picture of the gallery now. As I mentioned, the rich industrial history and the whole region has been already on the table. Now, once known for its coal and steel production, the city has evolved into a modern metropolis, but it has preserved its richness of these technical monuments. A great example of such a transformation can be a unique complex, which you can see on the photo. It's called Dolní Vítkovice, and it's also listed as a national heritage. It used to be a major ironworks and coal mining center in the late 19th and early 20th century, but now it has been transformed into a culture and educational hub, while keeping the old industrial buildings and equipment. So you can still visit it. You can choose and explore science, interactive museums, enjoy culture or sports events, or just the simple view of the city from the 77 meters high ball tower, which used to be a former blast furnace. Also, what is worth mentioning, and you can now see it on the photo, is an example of a multifunctional gong hall, which is now turned into auditorium for over 1,500 people, with its own gallery also. And this building was used as a gas storage. So that's what could or was done so far as keeping the industrial heritage, but still turning into something new and modern. Of course, there are lots of other monuments and attractivities you can visit around the region or in Ostrava itself. Another example could be Landek Park, which is the largest mining museum in the Czech Republic, where you can really go actually and explore going under the ground and experience the the work day of a miner. And also they kept well-preserved mining equipment, so you can go through the history. Also, there is another mine which is open as a museum, which would be the mine Michael, where they really went into details preserving the everyday life of a miner. So it would be like imagine a day of a worker who comes to work and do the procedure, going from changing his clothes or going to get his lunch. So that's as far as the industrial monuments. And also North Moravia as a destination is not just the industrial heritage, but also to catch the vibrant energy of the city can be down from visiting a major events, which could be, as you learn also later on from my colleagues, music festivals, starting from music festival, which is Colors of Ostrava, a renowned music festival which celebrates culture and the arts, or Beats for Love, an electronic dance music festival. Also, there are sports events, a prestige athletic track and field event called Golden Spike, or if you're an aircraft and army lover, we have a really big event called NATO Days, where you can see an exhibition and showcasing of cutting-edge technology and military equipment. So that's about the events you can visit also. As I mentioned, the region is very different from a vibrating city to not travel too far. It could be anything from 40 minutes, 30 minutes going by car, and you enter a beautiful mountains. There are two mountain ranges in the region. As you can see, one of them is called Jeseníky and the other one Beskedy Mountains. They offer anything from hiking, cycling, skiing, both cross-country skiing or downhill skiing, and also during the summer season, there are opportunities of water sports. There's an example how you could have seen it at the video also. Pradet, which is the highest peak in Jeseniki Mountains, offering stunning panoramic views and attracting hikers and natural lovers from all over the country and more. The second example of an activity in mountains, but the other range, which is called Beskidi, is walkway called Stezka Valaška in Beskidi Mountains, which is a scenic trail that can be visited by all age visitors. You can go with your grandma or your kids, and everyone, even on a wheelchairs, is accessible. So, and I'm sure the little ones will enjoy a large number of trampolines, which are on the way to the top of the walkway. The region also offers different types of activities, which include golf. We have 6 different golf courses, master golf courses at high quality, located within the maximum of 40 kilometers from each other. So you can easily go and play all of them, staying in Ostrava and travel every day to play, or you can stay at the golf courses and find an accommodation at the course. Most of them are actually offering different type of accommodation right at the golf course, and imagine variety from the one settled in the heart of nature of Beskidi with the stunning views, or a baroque castle gardens, and they're all for players of all skill levels. As far as accommodation, as it was mentioned, you can choose anywhere from hotels, 4-star hotels right in the center of Ostrava, modern style hotels, or you can go to, if you prefer something more cozy and quiet, to boutique hotels settled in mountains, both Jeseniki and Beskidi. So also the offers of accommodation is quite wide, as I'm sure my colleague Marketa will also mention later on, talking about one of the hotels in Ostrava. A nice example of another unique hotel, which is located at in Beskidi Mountains, actually very close to one of the golf courses, is a unique hotel concept called Hotel Miura, offering a fusion of design, spa, and art and nature. So you can go play golf, enjoy a spa, and then just walk around and enjoy their collection of art, because the owner is a really big fan of art and collecting unique paintings. As far as we talk about nature, we talk about industrial heritage, we talk about sports. What I shouldn't forget is that, as you could see on the video as well, the landscapes are full of castles and chateaus. The Moravian Silesian Region is home to a collection of well-preserved castles set against picturesque landscapes. So again, you can take a day trip and enjoy the area, walking around in beautiful gardens, or explore the nearby mountains for its rich historical heritage. If you want to go more easier and enjoy, relax, and quiet days in nature also, you can choose from a variety of spas located also all over the region. So anything from enjoying the soothing mineral springs to modern spa or a beer spa, which are also very in fashion nowadays. So that's what, as you can see, the region offers. The other interesting places, because Ostrava is really in the center of the region, could be anywhere. Again, if you take a short time and travel to Beskidi Mountains, you can find a charming and iconic houses which are located in at the top in Beskidi of one of the hills. It's called Pustavny. You can see it on the top. They are very typical for its wooden houses. Or if you go towards the other direction to Jeseniki Mountains, there is another beautiful town called Opava, which has it's dated its settlement more than 800 years ago. Also on the main picture is a medieval small town called Stramberg, which is very famous for its typical sweets, which are called Stramberg ears, and you can taste it when you walk around its picture squares, narrow streets. And you can actually see it on the small picture. It's called as we talk, the Christmas is coming very soon. It's a ginger style sweets, which are very typical for the region. As far as the experiencing the region itself, we shouldn't forget about gastro and a beverage which has the longest tradition in the Czech Republic, which is for sure a beer. And what's quite interesting nowadays, you can explore also the mountains with enjoying the beer trails. There are hundreds of kilometers of trail where you can go and visit small micro local breweries with their production and just pick the hotels on its way, depending on your preferences. Ostrava and the region itself offers a variety of excellent and diverse venues for if you decide to do a convention or MICE events of type. As you can see on the screen, there are at least 62 unique spaces with a capacity of more than 50 people. So that's just on the side too, also for type of events which are available. These are the example of some of the special venues you can visit. I've already talked about the Gong, which is the part of the industrial area called Dolní Vítkovice. And as I'm at the final slides I prepared for you today, we had a lovely campaign which you might see on the websites if you visit it or use the QR code later on, where you can have a better idea of the other attractivities and monuments you can visit along the whole region. And there are quite similar to some of the world-famous monuments and attractivities you can visit all over the world. So that's just a few of them you can see in our region destination called North Moravia. That would be all from me for now. And before I hand the floor to my colleagues, I would like to thank you for your attention. And as Michaela already mentioned, that the Christmas markets are starting very soon, I would like for you to enjoy a small video invitation for the ones which you can visit in Ostrava. Thank you.
thank you, Ivana, for a great presentation of the North Moravian region. And I think we all are excited to go as soon as possible. Now, I would like to ask Ondřej to tell us how to get there. What's the best way to go to Ostrava from the US, perhaps? So I would like to introduce Ondřej Musil, who is the business unit manager from the Ostrava airport.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Michal, for the introduction. And as you can see, North Moravia is truly a beautiful region. I would like to follow up now with the information about how to get here and the introduction of the airport itself. So I will begin with the most important information, and that is a flight connection. Although we do not have the direct connection from US, we have very convenient connection with LOT Polish Airlines. Got 5 weekly flights from Ostrava via Warsaw to following destination the US, New York, Chicago, LA, and Miami, which makes Ostrava and the whole North Moravia region very well accessible. If you take a closer look at the flight time, it's very nice and convenient without any long transfer times. Regarding the airport itself, we've got a modern terminal with the duty-free shop, various cafes, bars, and restaurant, and the airport is very well accessible by both by road and rail, which I will talk more about later on in the presentation. We also do provide VIP services. We've got one VIP lounge in the departure terminal and the other one in arrival terminal. So that is available for business class or passengers. Regarding the accessibility by car or by road, as you can see, all the big cities in the region can be reached almost within the 30 minutes by road. We also have car rent and taxi providers at the airport, so it's easy for passengers to hop in the car and then continue or start their journey in the region. We also do have a train station with a direct connection from Ostrava Airport to surrounding cities, which is available. And last but not least, we also have a bus connection, which is called the Airport Express. And the interesting information is that it goes to the main hotels in Ostrava, plus it reflects the schedule of the flights. And in case the flight is delayed, it waits for the arrival. So it again makes it much easier to get to Ostrava and then continue the journey. So that is a short introduction of Ostrava Airport from my side. If you have any questions or need any more detailed information, I'm here for you. So do not hesitate to contact me via email, and thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Ondřej. This was right to the point, easy to get to. Now when we know sort of what to see, how to get there, let's hear a little bit where to stay. So I'm happy to have a representative and the sales manager from the Mercure Hotel, Markéta Nováková, who will tell you all about the hotel where you can have your guests stay. We will start with the short video, and then Markéta will give you the information.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm very happy to be here today with you. You got already so many tips from the region, you know, what to see, how to get here. And now I will tell you a little bit about the possibilities of accommodation at our hotel, Mercure. As was already mentioned, we belong under Accor Hotel Group. We are a traditional hotel located in the heart of the city center. The building itself is more than 100 years old, which gives you a nice possibility to enjoy a night or a stay at a historical building. And we offer a blend of the history with the modern and high professional standard. The hotel itself has 139 rooms, and we can accommodate up to 300 people. We offer accommodation in 3 categories. As you can see on the pictures, we have standard rooms, then we have privilege rooms, and the top categories are apartments. So I think the video itself showed everything better than I can explain. So for the clients for the clients staying at privilege rooms, we have a privilege lounge at disposal with 24 hours refreshment and extra space for their while they stay with us. Our hotel is also or offers meeting rooms for banquets and conferences. We do have 5 conference rooms equipped with the modern technique, and what is our jewel is the historical meeting hall Carolina. Again, this hall is original, and the equipment of the hall is 100 years old. So if you want to experience something extra, you can have something different than the traditional conference rooms. We are quite proud of our restaurant. We are involved in the concept of Fine Stone, which is focused mostly on the local cuisine. We have excellent chef. His name is Thomas, and I will show you the video at the end of my presentation. He can really. It is not a video, it is a real teaser. So you will see yourself how special our cuisine is. Our hotel is equipped with fitness and wellness, and we have a beautiful wine shop offering both local and international wines. So I hope that our hotel will be the place where you will stay, or your groups will stay during your stay in Ostrava. And thank you very much for your attention. And in case you need anything, there will be my contact in the presentation. And as I said before, I will finish the presentation with the teaser of our chef, Thomas. Thank you.
Thank you, Marketa, for the introduction. I think we're all looking forward to our lunch, although it's not going to be it's not going to be as tastiest as if Tomasz would have prepared it. But we're all really excited about eventually visiting. And now I would like to introduce Ms. Pavla Slibová, who represents one of the largest music festivals actually in the Czech Republic. It's called Colors of Ostrava. And I can wait for the presentation because now you had all the practical information sort of, and now it's some food for the soul. And you will hear about how much fun it can be actually in Ostrava by participating in one of a kind festival that actually takes place in this region. So Pavla, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, everyone, and welcome. I will finalize our presentation with some colorful entertainment, as you can see from the start of my presentation. I will talk about a festival, about a music festival that is not just a festival. At the beginning, I say it's the greatest festival, but it's also the biggest festival in Czech Republic. It's a festival that can hold 50,000 people one day. It is a 4-day festival, and what we like to say is that we're multi-genre festival, which means it's not just one music, it's not big pop acts, it's not big rock acts, it's everything. It's world music, it's jazz, it's electronic music, but it's also big headliner names, rock names or pop names. The festival is here since 2002. It's changed its location a few times. Now, at the moment, we are in an industrial venue, as you were introduced in previous presentations. It's called Dolní oblast Vítkovice, and it's former mines and steel factories. As I said, it can hold 50,000 people per day. The nice thing about the festival is actually it's not a greenfield festival. It's in a city center, so it's very easily accessible for everyone. And as you know now, Ostrava is located near Slovakian and Polish borders, so it's very easy to access even from other countries. So more about the festival. It's 8 music stages. The stages has different sizes. I will show you later on pictures of our main stage, of our indoor stages. But it's not only about music. We also do theater. We also have stages for movies, and we do a lot of workshops. Another important thing for us is that we have a discussion forum that I will talk later on. But we also have 12 discussion stages. So now here is our main stage. This is a stage where we bring the biggest acts. In the past, I can name Imagine Dragons or Björk or Anthony and the Johnsons. This is the picture of One Republic that we did last year. So it's various names. This is also, you saw this picture previously. This is one of the venues that we also use. It's all reconstructed Gausholder, and now is auditorium that we use for theater performances, but also with for nice projects that needs focus audience. It can hold 1,500 people. Okay. So this is our last year's headliners. I pointed out 2 US acts that we were most proud of, Macklemore and One Republic. We also plan to have Burna Boy and Ellie Goulding, which are very, for us, important names. Okay, and now to Melting Pot Forum. So Melting Pot Forum is a discussion forum. It's the largest multidisciplinary forum in Europe. And we like to say that we melt the ideas, especially the ideas without borders. We want to create, and we do create, an open platform for various speakers to share their ideas and their opinions on things. It's 250 speakers during 4 days. The forum is taking the place at the same venue as the festival, and you can access it with one ticket. So you can see your panel discussions, keynotes, also workshops. And last year we introduced Biohacking Expo, which is our new focus at one of the topics we use, and it's longevity. So we had this little showcase where companies could come and introduce their red lights and various other products that you can hack your body with. Okay, so what is also important that it's an open platform, and we like to cooperate with various partners such as Czech universities. We cooperate with universities with technical focus, but also with universities on an economy or history basis. Also, European Commission is a big partner of the festival. And we like to cooperate with local businesses, but also big brands such as Google and others. So as I said previously, the Melting Pot Forum is taking place at the same venue. As you can see on the picture on the left, we're using smaller buildings that are at the industrial venues, but we're also building tents. There's 12 stages with various capacities, starting with 150 people, ending with 1,500 for our gala Melting Pot Forum and our headline speakers. Last year, we had Matthew Walker, who's a specialist on sleeping. He wrote a best-selling novel on your sleep. John Perkins, who is a very famous economist and economic hitman. Patrick McKean, who is Oxygen Advantage instructor. He's a person who's teaching how to breathe properly. He's actually touring with Coldplay. So you can see that the range of topics is very wide. And Jamie Cato, who's a famous filmmaker, but is also former Fateless member. Another thing that I'd like to mention, which shows the importance of the forum, that last year we had the Czech president at the forum. He actually entered a talk show and had a very nice and relaxed conversation with famous podcasters of Czech Republic. And this is also a very important part of the festival. We are being very inclusive. We have more than 1,000 senior people at the festival. We welcome senior people, and on the last day of the festival, on Saturday, they actually get free access. But we also employ them because we think it's a great idea for the young ones and for the old ones to join all together. So we also have them as a staff. Selling merch in our merch stands. We have a very big children's zone that's called a family park. We have over 4,000 children at the festival. You can use babysitting at the festival, or you can go and see some theaters with your kids and do various activities. And the last but not least, but we welcome people with various disabilities. It's not just people on wheelchairs. The festival has its own program that's called Colors Without Barriers. And we have programs for people who cannot hear or see. We have sign interpreters on the stages. Also at the Melting Pot Forum, we have assistants who can help you get around the festival. It's completely without barriers, so you can get everywhere. And also we have taxis for the people, so they can get home easily after the festival is over. And the last thing that I wanted to introduce, that is a new thing that we are going to do next year, is New York City Stage. It's a concept that we introduced in 2011 for the first time, but then we changed location and there was no room where to put it in the new venue. But this year we have decided that we're going to find a spot, and we're doing a new stage that is focused on US acts, US speakers, and it's going to be basically a nice tent were set up as a New York club where you can sit at a table, watch a nice jazz concert, and get a nice dinner. So I think it's very unique for a festival with 50,000 people. I think that's probably all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. And now you will see a video about the festival to get a better idea. Thank you.
Co pro mě znamenají colors? I haven't been to many festivals, but I think that the area that the festival is really unique.
Popísať jedinečnosť Colorsov jedným slovom, tak je to určite iný festival ako hoci ktoré inde.
I think the way the whole festival is set up with the different stages, you have the melting pot seminar happening, you have multiple things happening that just go beyond just music and shows.
Kdybych měl Colors nazvat jedním slovem, meloun. Jakmile jste uvidíš, tak se ocitnete jakoby v trošku jiném světě, který vás nabije pozitivní energii.
A je tu naozaj veľa ľudí, ktorí zdieľajú nejak ten spoločný vibe.
Veľa interpretov, ktorých ani nepoznám, ale vždycky si to človek užije a spozná nové mena.
Colors jsou pro mě trošku rodinou záležitostí.
Na Colors jsem si dal první pusu se svojí holkou.
Za mě mají Colors barvu
Červenou. Pro mě žlutou.
Cihová.
duhovou. Colors je určite farebné.
My favorite color is pink, but I love all of the colors here.
It's a melting pot of colors. You gotta love it.
I'm coming home, I'm coming back down tonight, 'cause I've been hypnotized by the lights, but I'm coming home, I'm coming back down tonight. I'm coming home, I'm coming back down tonight.
I think it's always the first time you step on stage and you realize how many heads there are that stretch all the way to the back, and it's like an endless sea of heads. You can never forget that. That's forever engraved in your brain, you know?
I think being here with some good friends is something I will remember a long time, definitely.
And the best part is, I cannot wait to come back again. I love you, Ostrava.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Pavla, for a great presentation about the festival. I haven't been myself, and I'm really eager to go and experience it because it looks amazing, and it's been growing every year. And really, it's been adding some amazing artists and talks and everything. So it's one of the most important music festivals in the Czech Republic. So with this, I would like to thank all the presenters for their great presentations and for introducing I believe, to many of our audience members, new region in Czechia, in the Czech Republic. As you can see, the country has really a lot to offer outside of Prague. So keep that in mind when you visit, and don't book your trip just for 3 days. Do at least a week and visit some of the regions, because that's really where you will learn more about the country. We did have some questions in the chat. I think we have a little bit more time, so if you just want to stick around, and we might look into the questions and answer a few. I know many of the questions have been answered, but I think one interesting question is about the architectural tours of Ostrava. Ivana, I don't know if you can elaborate on it, because yeah, Ostrava was mining town, and I did the tour of the old mines, and it's really impressive. So Ivana, if you can maybe touch upon it very quickly and just say what's available, and that indeed, yes, people can do the tour and visit the old mines. And I think they can even probably just, I think you have it positioned as if you were the miner and you go down the mine, right? The down shaft, and then just, but please explain, because I'm not, yeah.
Yes, there is one point, because I said that the industrial history and its monuments and attractivities is it's a major part of Ostrava when you visit, of course. And there are many tours, either as my colleagues from the Ostrava City Information Centers, they organize either if you're interested in the history of the city. So you go around, you can visit major attractivities in the center, you can visit also the technical monuments, or you can just go by the mining attractivities, as it was mentioned in my presentation. The one I said is located in Lander Park, which is also a nice destination, not just visiting the mining museum, but also it's a nice area for cycling and spending time with your kids and families, because it's a relaxed park around. There is even a small train which used to bring all the miners to the entrance of the mine, so you can really experience the whole tour by entering the area, jumping on the train, then going on the not that far as they used to, because it's only 6 meters, but then you can explore over almost 1 kilometer of the underground area and get in touch with the history of the whole mining, starting to find out that they were using alive horses for the mining. And then, of course, towards to the 20th century, more the industrialization, went further, so using machines to dig the coal out. So there are plenty of possibilities. Also, the history of Ostrava goes, as I said, from the medieval to there could be a nice example, if you're interested in architecture, that there's a socialism, brutalistic architecture, which goes back to the 50s of the 20th century. So as a nice example of how the city was building, it's well preserved, so it's very interesting. So I said the variety of it is very wide, and we can do different types of tours around the city.
We will be sending the presentation afterwards, and also all the contacts, as we usually do. So feel free to reach out to one of us, and we can send you information. I think maybe another question was for Pavla. When does the festival take place, and do you have the dates for 2024 already? And then another question regarding the festival, where the talks translated, but I believe most of the talks are in English. But please, Pavla.
Yes, the festival dates are 17th to 20th July. It's always the third weekend in July. Yeah, and the talks are translated from English to Czech and from Czech to English. We have translators who do that.
Okay. Great. And then I believe there were some questions about the hotel, but I believe we did answer them in the chat. So there are accessible rooms available. And
yes, they are. We have 4 accessible rooms. And there was one more regarding elevators, and we have 2 actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think Andre also answered a few questions regarding connectivity from Canada and from
Yes.
coast in Vancouver. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think, as I said, I think we answered most of the questions. Again, we will follow up with you. We will send all the information along with the contacts. Any questions you might have, please let us know. We'll try to be as much hands-on as possible. And thank you again for your time, for your interest in the Czech Republic. I really hope that these webinars are informative and useful for you to sort of absorb how much the Czech Republic has to offer as a tourism destination. So without any further ado, let me thank the presenters for working late tonight because it's already 6 o'clock in the Czech Republic. And again, thank all of you for tuning in midday to learn about the destination. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Bye.